if you live in Melbourne. It won't come as a surprise. The city has been labelled the protest capital of Australia. This morning, though, a fresh push to overhaul the state's protest laws has hit a roadblock, with Victorian Premier Jacinta Allen slamming the proposal. Under the plan put forward by the state opposition, protesters would be forced to get a permit in order to rally, and so-called problem activists could face up to 2 years in jail. The plan, though, has been knocked back by the government. For more, I'm joined by David Southwick, Victoria Shadow Minister for Police and Corrections, live in Melbourne. Good morning. How much consultation have you had with police on this bill?
Yeah, so we've been talking to the Police Association. Certainly the police at the front line have had a gutful of what they have to do in many cases babysitting protesters, but particularly the extremists that we're seeing that have hijacked our city and our state. Police are working with one arm tied behind their back. And I think most Victorians, when they saw the Nazis on the Friday night being what was effectively escorted by police, because police don't have the powers to do anything, I think most Victorians have had enough. They've had a gutful, and that's why we have suggested these powers to be able to give police more ability to be able to do something. And it was the Premier 8 months ago, after the firebombing of a Dutch synagogue, that said she was going to do something, including more police powers and unmasking powers, but she's done nothing. So
there seems to be a disconnect here, is there? Because the Chief Commissioner of Police says they don't need a permit system, but you're saying the rank and file, the people out there on the front line, are saying they like the idea.
Look, we have had so many police that are on stress leave because of their overwork. They've been assaulted, attacked on dealing with these protests. Look, in fairness to the Police Commissioner, he's only just come into the job very recently from New Zealand. I understand New Zealand are looking at protest permits as well. Every other state in Australia has protest permits. We're the only state that doesn't have one. I think the Premier's tried to throw the Commissioner under the bus. Ultimately, it's the Premier's decision to be able to come up with looking at what other states are doing and how they're doing it well. And the Premier's showing no leadership. She's just been a social commentator saying how terrible things are when the Jewish community attacked and others are attacked, but showing absolutely no leadership, all talk and no action. And again, it's police that are confronted, but it's Victorians have had a gutful. Many Victorians won't go into the city on the weekends. Businesses are impacted. We know some businesses are impacted by 30 to 50% of trade because of 500 protests over 2 years.
OK, well that is kind of scathing against the new Police Commissioner. You're saying that he's new and he doesn't know what they need. So we might put a call into his office, in all fairness. And we did ask the Premier to come on the program this morning, and she declined. Thank you very much for putting your point of view. We appreciate it this morning.
Pleasure.
Here's
Thank you.